Welcome back everyone, Joe here, Joe's Outdoor Experience. I hope everyone's doing well. So today, as you guys saw by the thumbnail, I was contacted by Bilt Hard to see if I would like to do a review on their log splitter here. What we have is a 6.5 ton electric log splitter. The motor is 120 volts, 60 hertz, 15 amps. It's not the heaviest when it comes in, but I'm not gonna lie, if there are two people, or you have two people, we should say, to lift it, it definitely helps out. My dad helped me lift this on here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and set it up out of the box. As you guys can see, this strap is here. The other strap actually popped when I believe FedEx dropped this off with FedEx, so it went to my house. This is purely a review video. There is no sponsorship here. They reached out. I said yes. I've been looking for an electric log splitter because, as I've said in the last few videos, we want to do some camping adventures, and I think this would be pretty cool to bring to like one of our campsites and split some wood right there instead of hauling all the wood with us. So something different. I don't know. We're trying to test it out. I mean, there's 3 guys and we're going to figure it out. But I think we all kind of are under the agreement that this would probably work out good, especially if we had one of those electric generators that we could bring. We would, we'd be winning at that point. But here it is, guys. So the Bilt Hard, we're going to unpack it all together. See what the assembly looks like. I have no idea what the assembly looks like. I am very excited to try this machine out. Then we're going to go ahead and bring it down by the little wood area that I have there, split a few logs, and I'll give you a quick review. But over the next few months, what I would like to do is give you a well-rounded review towards the end. So right now, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and get her assembled up. Go ahead, just cut this off. All right, a little directions. I'll show you guys what it looks like inside there. All right, so I moved it to the floor because in hindsight, how am I going to lift it out of the box? It's pretty well packed. Some of the packing styrofoam. It's got some wood on the side for protection in that pallet. It's not as complicated as I might have made it look getting it out. I'm just trying to get you guys a view so you can see too. If my voice sounds different or I seem like I'm sniffling, I'm still battling a cold, so I'm currently trying to get over it, so I do apologize about that. But the packing, the shipping, everything that it's in here, it's pretty well protected in this box. I thought there was going to be some assembly. That's why I did it at my parents' house and not at my house. I have all my tools in my box here. It looks like I'm just gonna have to plug and play. I will bring you guys in a second. I'm just gonna get the styrofoam off the bottom and put it back on top of the UTV and kind of really see where I'm at. It'd be perfect if I could run this on the UTV, if I was able to plug it in on this Coleman Outfitter 550. And then that way I could just cut where I'm at, split it right here, and pack it in the back. That would, like, talk about killing some birds with one stone, huh? A bunch of them, like 6. That's really it on this one. I'm gonna check the instructions real quick to see if there's any oil or anything that I have to do prior to getting it started. I'll bring you guys on that. As per the quality from my first impressions, it seems very heavy duty here. It's very, from right now, it seems very well built. It's not lightweight by any means. It's got some, it definitely has some weight to it. Looks like here's the activator to drive the press down to its single wedge here. There's our outlet here, or our plug rather. Here's a handle, most likely what I would need. Let me run through the instructions. If I see anything that's imperative, I'm gonna bring you guys right in on it. I didn't really have to go too far. Look, the picture shows you right here. The handle goes in the front. There's 2 screw holes in the front. This is the only assembly that's needed. These right here, I will find out right now. I'll go get my Allen key set and find out what they are and put those on real quick. And it looks like we're almost ready to rock and roll. Looks like we're just using a T30. Slip these screws right down into their guides. They come out the bottom. I'm saying that like if I've done this before. So there it is right there. We're just gonna line it up. Oh, well, it helps if you do it the right way. The screw actually has to go through here. It makes quite the difference when you do it the right way. Like an old friend of mine once said, tight, tight, too tight's broken. Feels about good right there. Give a quick look at this instruction manual, and then from there I'm going to put it right where I put all my other manuals, inside my toolbox in the drawer, just so I have. What I do is I stole this idea from Josh, Stone Ridge Farmer. He showed it for the last few years and I love the idea. He writes down, since you own the machine, he writes down the day of service you put it in. So today is currently December, let me just clear my phone. Today is December 4th. It's 8:56 in the morning. And so I'm gonna write that down, 12/4/2023. That's the start date when we put it into work. Started work on. He uses a fancy word, I don't remember what he says. I tried. Okay, very good. Oh, very cool. All right. Looks like the first step we're going to have to do is, before operating the log splitter, the bleed screw should be loosened for some rotation by some rotations until air can go in and out of the oil tank smoothly. Airflow through the bleed screw should be detected during the log splitter under operation. Before moving the log splitter, you may use the bleed screw, tighten to avoid oil leak. Okay, so the bleed screw is in the front. So we're going to go ahead and check that out real quick just to get a little bit more familiarized with that. There's a hydraulic control lever. You can control how fast and slow you want it to go now. That looks like it is. The bleed screw is number 12. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. I don't know if this is going to come up on camera. If you look at number 12, bleed screw, find it on the picture. It's in the front where we just were. Looks like the bleed screw is right here. Oh. You hear it hissing? All right. Again, tight, too tight's broken. We might have to mess with that a teeny bit after we plug it in. Okay, great. Log splitting operation. Tells you how and how not to use it. Very nice. Replacing hydraulic oil. Very cool. you could go ahead and replace the hydraulic oil in the piston. And here is the complete breakdown of the parts schematic, which I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that just in case in the future. I have a little folder inside of my phone with all this kind of stuff. And here's all the parts. So that's really about it. I'm going to go down below, get the extension cord set up. I have 2 or 3 rounds ready to rock and roll down there. We'll check them out, see how this little machine does. It's super compact. Right now I have about 150 feet worth of extension cord. Now some of you might say, well, this doesn't make any sense. It's not really practical. At my parents' house right now, for where I have the wood, it isn't practical for this machine. You guys are correct, yes. But they are having electricity brought down when they do have the barn made, and that's where the wood pile would be. So at my house, if I had any trees, rounds, logs, anything, I have a clear open lot with just grass. This would be perfect, especially underneath my deck where I could start building up a pile. But for demonstration purposes today, yes, the extension cord might be a little bit much, but it will make do. And I mean, again, around my house, I'd probably have a 10-foot extension cord. So don't really mind where the electricity is here. That's just this specific lot, this specific demonstration right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in. As you guys see, I have the extension cord here. I'm going to start plugging it in, walk you guys through that process, see what it looks like, run the cylinder one time and see how that looks, and then we'll load it up. I have 3 different logs I would like to go ahead and split on this single on the single wedge here. So give me just 2 seconds to get started. So it looks like now that it's plugged in, to operate here, we'll push down on this button here. It'll start the motor running, and then we'll hold this lever down to actuate the ram. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try this piece of this round right now. This one is actually cut at 16, which is a normal size that you'd go ahead and use. What I'll do is I'll go through this one first, and then what I'll have is I'll see if my dad could take the GoPro, come around this way so you guys could see the buttons going. This is going to be our first one to cut. Again, I have to push down on the green button and push down on the cylinder here. This adjustment is nice because it's already set to the cylinder being halfway out, so that it doesn't have to retract all the way back in. But let's try it out together. So I'm going to hit the green button. You can hear the whining of the engine. Both hands off, it will go all the way back by itself. It's got some bite to it. I stopped it, it did not stop itself. I just wasn't sure. Go ahead and see about making some smaller manageable cuts. So I'll push down again. That's my fault. I thought this back part, the ramming part, would have been a little bit wider to push it through. So I'm leaving it in real time. I mean, we all have seen wood being split. Just want to show you guys how quickly it's going through it. This is my first time using the machine, so first impressions, it's pretty heavy duty. It's simple to use, a little bit of a learning curve with where my hands got to go with the buttons. For someone who doesn't have a massive amount of woods and picks up some rounds off the side after some tree workers, this thing is really small and compact and really strong for what it is. Besides myself having a little bit of a learning curve where to hit the buttons, because it is different than my other log splitter, I have no issues with it yet. I am going to be using it quite a bit in the upcoming videos here. It seems pretty well built. I have no real quarrels with it yet, outside of just getting used to trying to catch the wood, where I'm so used to my other one where I have a log catch, but it didn't come with that log catch. That was an aftermarket piece. So I'm just going to keep splitting, showing you guys how it works, and I'll bring you in on the next one. But again, just hitting the button and going with it. Thought it was making some, this is me, but it's making some really nice uniform pieces. It's cutting it nice. I believe this was poplar prior to it being cut. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost positive that was a poplar tree. Go ahead, just push the button. This thing is pushing through and punching out these little rounds like it's nothing. And what's nice is I'm completely standing up straight. I'm not exerting any force towards my back. Just using these two little fingers here and just working at it. So again, here. The first time bending down since I put this machine on here. You guys got the bird's eye view here. Here's the green button to push down. I'm going to go ahead and push that, start the engine, then start the cylinder, drive this through so you guys can see what the process looks like. I'm just going to adjust the end here so I can get that cylinder from stopping from going all the way back. I like that feature a lot. Start the engine up. It's actually a good size. I like that size. Pretty nasty knot. Perfect. Wanted to get that. Was able to get that knot out of there. So there it is, the Bilt Hard electric log splitter. First time I ever used anything like this. I was searching around for something similar to this, especially for what I want to use in the future. I love the ease, the portability of something like this. This machine did not struggle at all. As you see, there are the rounds that we cut. Different sizes, somewhere at 16 inches, somewhere at 10 inches. The opening here had no issue with any of them. If anything, the opening was bigger than what I needed, which was super nice. Everything has either a purpose or it's satisfying a need. This definitely satisfies a need for space, for compactability. Not everyone is the same. I myself don't live in an area like my parents. I live in, I guess, more of a subdivision, suburb. I don't know. I live with homes in a regular community, like I did in Long Island. So I don't. To be having my log splitter in my garage or under my deck or in my shed, it just doesn't make much sense for me. Something like this where I could store it in my garage or store it somewhere that every once in a while I'd be using it as a normal homeowner, yes, that makes sense. Now everything, like I said, has a purpose. The bigger machine that I have makes more sense in my parents' house for what I use it here. I don't split much wood. I don't sell much wood at all, or even at that, even really get rid of much wood, as you guys can see here. We burn it as we need it. I like that I could take this, plug it in the back of a pickup truck, and kind of bring the wood and split it as needed. I'm really excited. The guys and I are going in another 2 or 3 weeks to film our first camping trip. You're probably most likely going to see this with us out there, where we go ahead and cut some rounds and bring them and split them while we're there and use it for fuel and firewood. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited that Bilt Hard reached out to us because, like I did say, I was in the market for something like this. It didn't struggle at all. This Bilt Hard did not struggle at all. It was very easy to use. And, you know, if you guys are interested in this, I'm sure there's going to be a link that I could provide you down in the description. This is not a sponsored video. They reached out, asked us if we'd like to give them a full, honest review, and I'm hoping I am giving you guys that. Like I did say, I'm going to be doing a few more with this thing just to get a better idea of how I truly like it. First video, as of right now, I'm thoroughly impressed. So like always, guys, if you're not subscribed, if you can, please consider subscribing. My name is Joe. We're here at my parents' 6-acre property in North Carolina. If you like this sort of thing, if you don't mind hitting that like button and or sharing this video, it truly helps out. And like always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them as I can down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much and have a great one. Bye.